Okay. Hi, and welcome to the Glow Interviews. My name is Katie Owen. I am author, psychic, motivational speaker, and coach. The Glow Interviews is a place where we can talk to some really amazing and talented people who are going to light us up. Through talking to them, we'll be left feeling inspired, empowered, and hopeful of a brighter tomorrow. All the contact details for myself and my guests are in the description box below. So if you feel like you want to reach out to either of us, then please do so. Today's guest is Jessica Collier, also known as the Moody Tarot. She's a rising star on YouTube with over 15,000 subscribers to her channel. Not only is she a very talented and accurate reader, she draws you in with her warmth and her humour and lights me up every single day. And I know that when you listen to her, she'll give you the same gift. It's a real honour to have her as my first guest on these interviews, and I'm so happy that she's here. So hi Jessica, how you doing, babe?
Hi Katie, I'm doing really good. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you. You are an incredible inspiration to me. You always have been. You are not only my bestest friend in the whole world, but you are a shining light in this world that is so needed. And I know this is about me versus being about you, but I do want to take a moment, Katie, to let you know that you are amazing. And I love you so much. And I look forward to everything that you have to offer this world. Okay? I just wanted to say that.
Well, thank you, sweetheart. That means a lot to me. Thank you. So let's get chatting. So as I mentioned in my little bio for you, you're a psychic and a tarot reader. So how did you get started with this?
Well, I kind of got started with me. I really didn't have much of a choice in the matter. I was born with a lot of these gifts, and I just kind of had to learn to navigate myself through this world. But one way that I got started was doing, Facebook free readings on, a group and everything. And I just kind of started by trying to prove to myself that I wasn't crazy. Okay, that was like my first goal, was just to prove that I wasn't crazy. And it just kind of took off from there. Once I saw that my intuition was correct and that it was real, it just kind of happened on its own naturally.
Fantastic. So what do you wish you knew now that you wish you'd known when you started out?
For like reading people, that you're not always going to understand the messages, and that's okay. That actually 99% of the time you're not going to understand the messages because they're not for you, So I wish I would have known that starting out, because before I used to try to almost control, and if it was negative or if it was things like that, it would make me uncomfortable because I wanted to obviously encourage and inspire and have people be positive, So if I had like a negative message, which I say negative with quotations, because everything is valuable, everything helps us in life. Especially the negative moments. So, but I would be like, oh my God, and I would start freaking out. So yeah, I just wish I had known that, you can't control what comes out. You're not going to always understand it, and that's okay. Oftentimes they'll understand it, and that's who it's for, so.
Oh, absolutely. I've had that. I had once had this message of a lady, a very elderly lady, and she was doing a ski jump through my clairvoyance. And I was like, I can't tell her that. That's insane. What? And she was like, are you okay? And so I told her, she was like, oh yeah, I've decided my bucket list, I'm going to go skiing. I was like, okay. So I know that one. It's not up to us, right? We are but the messenger.
Yes, right? Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But of course, we both know it's not all plain sailing and sunshine and rainbows on this journey. We both know that one. So what do you think? This is kind of an interesting question, I think. What has been your biggest failure so far, and what has it taught you? Ooh, good question.
Having expectations, it always leads me to failure. It always does. It's just like a given to now. It's like and I still struggle with this, but I'm trying to learn not to have expectations with people, with things, and just understanding that you know, everybody is on their own journey. Everybody is on their own path. Oftentimes people are not going to see things the way I see it. They're not going to feel the way I feel or think the way that I think. So that's probably been, I don't know if I would even say it's a failure, but it's definitely led me to that feeling of failure many times, you know, and I do fail to do that still. Like, I still put expectations on people knowing that, you know, still. So it's a learning process, you know, but yeah. Releasing expectations, releasing assumptions.
Yeah, it's that fine kind of tightrope, isn't it, between being clear on what you want and working on that, but also going with the flow and releasing that this is how it should be. It's like this constant, like a tightrope thing going on, you know?
Yes, because you're trying to control what's uncontrollable. You can't control another person's reactions or their path or how even they're gonna feel. You know, people are who they are. So sometimes I can be a little bit controlling, where I try to put people in my box, and it's like they're not going to be there. That's not where they're meant to be. So
no, it's hard. I think both of us just kind of want people to be happy. So it's kind of, but what that looks like is different for everybody, right? So my happiness is very different to somebody else's happiness, and I have to accept that. You know, it's like, you know, it's hard though, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Again, I heard a good quote the other day, and it said, our job is to get clear on what we want and why. It's Spirit's job to figure out the how and the when.
Yes.
And
yes. Divine timing.
You know?
Divine timing. Everybody, oh my gosh. I feel like people, when they hear divine timing, they're like, oh God, give me a break. I mean, this is divine timing, you know? But believe it or not, divine timing is not just about sitting around waiting for something to happen. It's also about the work that you're doing in the meantime to learn the lessons and have the growth. So divine timing can actually be very productive if you make it that way. So yeah.
Absolutely. And have you experienced divine timing in your own life then?
Yeah. My whole life is about divine timing. I never get what I want when I want it. I'm always forced to wait. And I feel like that's because that's one of my lessons. I'm here to learn patience. I'm here to learn going with the flow. So obviously I'm going to always reach those points to where it's like, when I want something to happen, and I want it now, you know, and it's always about waiting. So yeah, divine timing of me and divine timing, we've definitely duked it out a couple times.
I think you're getting, I know, but I do think you're getting better at it. You know, we've known each other for a while now, and you're certainly better at it than you used to be. Some days.
Which that's what it's about. You know, it's about progress. You're never going to perfect anything in life. So as long as you're making a step each day to get better, then that's good. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Exactly. So all right then, who or what inspires you to be your best self?
Oh man. I know this is gonna sound really cliche, but honestly, it is the people that I connect with every single day when I do what I do. I mean, they have not only given me a sense of faith and helping to believe in myself and my abilities and what I'm here to do, but watching them grow, watching them evolve and learn and try and get knocked down and get back up, it makes me want to do that for myself. It makes me want to be better every day. And of course, since I'm, in a sense, guiding them and mentoring them and trying to help them, it's like I hold myself, in which you know this, very accountable. I'm very hard on myself. I feel like I have to, what I practice, what I preach is what I have to practice. And so, yeah, just like everybody that I connect with, I mean, you know, my subscribers, anybody that I connect with and that I help them, they help me. It's just like, yeah, it makes me want to be better every day, you know, and learn. So, yeah.
That's it. And of course, 2020 is the year of anxiety, which is what you have said many times. And it's really tough at the moment. I know there's a lot of stuff that's going on, not just with COVID, but with other things as well. So what is your best tip, do you feel, for making the world a better place on an individual level right now?
It starts with you. And unfortunately, or fortunately, however you want to look at it, you're not going to be able to just go out there and change the world. You have to change yourself. Yeah. You have to get yourself into the vibration that you want to see in the world. You have to be the change that you want to see. You have to work on your own shadow work. I'm a big fan of people taking accountability for themselves and for their actions. And so I feel like if you want to change the world, change yourself. change how you see the world, change how you interact with people and how you view things. So yeah, that's just, you know, one of the things I would say.
So what do you feel is like the best way that people can start to do that? How would they start to kind of even go there? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like to start this, we have to have a really honest and real and raw conversation with ourselves and about the things that we're not happy with, and how we can take steps within ourselves to improve our own happiness. And then once you find that set of you know, core values and things that you feel like will make you feel better and make you happy, then you can kind of reach out to other people. You know, sometimes it's as simple as, you know what, I'm tired of the world being dirty. I'm tired of seeing garbage everywhere. Okay, so go get a garbage bag and go down the road and start picking up trash. It starts with you, you know.
Of course, you did that, didn't you, the other week?
Yeah.
That's exactly what you did.
I did do that, and I'm trying to make it a more regular thing. I'm so busy, but I'm trying to make it a more regular thing. I am going to be going tomorrow to do that, to pick up trash down by the old cemetery and everything. But you know, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of people, like, you know, it's so easy to sit here and talk about the things that we don't like in the world, but we have to be proactive. We have to make these differences that we see, that we want to see, you know? Yeah. So, yeah. You know, yeah. And if you're tired of seeing homeless people on the street, then go ahead and make packs that, you know, have toothbrushes and food and a couple bucks and sanitary products for females if you see women out there, you know, and carry them around in your car and hand them out to people. Like, you know, it starts with you. I always think of it like, you know, when you're on a lake and the lake is so still, nothing's happening on the lake. When you throw a rock out there, you know, it creates a ripple effect. You're creating the change. Your actions make the change. So, yeah.
Absolutely. And then through that ripple effect, you never know who else you're going to inspire to also do good. Because if you're making that person feel good, they'll want to go and then help somebody else. So it goes on and on it goes, right?
Exactly. Like I noticed when I was out there picking up trash and stuff, I was getting people like give me the thumbs up out of their car. And it's like, hopefully that can inspire them to want to pick up trash themselves, or just not throw the trash out the window, you know, because maybe they were doing that and they noticed somebody on the side of the road picking up trash and they're like, you know what, I'm not going to throw this wrapper out the window. I'm just going to throw it in my car, you know, or whatever. So, yeah.
That's why I love you, Jess. It's like you walk, you talk. You know, there's so many people in this industry, as we both know, that can talk about this stuff all day, every day. You know, it's like they've got the patter, they've got the charm, they know all the right things to say, but they don't always bring the same energy. It's like you try and live what you preach every single day. You make it your life, you know, you're not just doing it as a side hustle or, you know, just do it on a Sunday in a special building. This is your life. And it's like, yeah, everything you do, everything that you know, whether it's going shopping or, you know, trying to make the world better, you try and bring the same energy to it of just trying to be the best that you can be.
Yeah, I try. And it's a you know, it's a balancing act, because sometimes we can be really hard on ourselves while we're here. And we need to understand that, you know, in my own personal opinion, life is not a competition. It's not a test. It's just an experience. You're just here to learn and you're here to grow, you know, and sometimes you're here to experience relaxing, right? Sometimes you're here to experience just taking easy, not being hard on yourself. So it's a balancing act. But thank you. I really do appreciate it. Yeah.
Very welcome. Very welcome. So, of course, you don't just do tarot readings. Oh, no. Oh, no. My girl has ventured out into the Moody shop. You've made your own oracle cards. You're now coaching. So why did you feel this need to kind of experience more and venture out from your core of doing readings?
I've just always been so creative. I've just always been a person who, like, I'm very active in my mind, and I kind of feel like sometimes if I work on doing something with my hands, my mind will kind of calm down, and so that helps. But I don't know, it's just always been something like me just being very creative and wanting to create, like, you know, wanting to expand and stuff. I've always been interested in, as you know, I love to take my baths. I love to take my spiritual baths. And so I wanted to make my own salts for my baths. So what better than to create them myself? I've always been very proactive like that, where I just like to just make things myself and do things myself. So, yeah.
So what plans do you have moving forward then? If you have all this creativity and ideas, surely it can't just stop here, right?
Well, I would like to, start, writing more. I would definitely like to, what I want to do is I want to get out in my community more, which my community is kind of controversial here. It's, but, I want to get out and do things in the community and help people in my community. For me, it's not necessarily, wouldn't necessarily be about creating or selling anything, but like, I want to form some kind of group, like, where we go out and we, again, pick up trash every other weekend or something like that, where it's like, it's a group of us,
Yeah.
and I would like to, possibly maybe work with domestic violence victims, people who have low self-esteem, people who have low sense of self-worth, and, help them build themselves. I don't know. Anything I could do, like, to help this community just kind of flourish a little bit. I live in Palaca, and here in Florida, this community is one of the, if not the poorest counties in Florida. And so there's not a lot, and there's not a lot being given back. There's not a lot being done. There's a lot of poverty. There's a lot of kids with nothing to do around here. There's a lot of people that feel discarded and put to the side. And I don't know, if I could build some kind of organization where people could come and they could feel, like they have a space in the world, that would be nice. So
Yeah, absolutely. Like you say, be the positive change, be the change you want to see, right? It has to start with you. So I think that's a really positive step, away from your work. It's like you say, embodying it, walking your talk. It's all those things that I've spoken about. And it's a really positive thing, I think, to inspire other people to do the same. So I applaud you. I think it's a very good thing. Love it. We've known each other for a while now. And one of the things that I always sticks in my mind that you said to me years ago, and I really fought hard against what you said at the time because of what I was going through. And you said to me, Katie, what's happening is happening for you, not to you. And I was like, what do you mean it's happening for me? It happens to be a good thing, right? And yet, hindsight's a wonderful thing, as we know. So if you could go back to your 18-year-old self, what would you say to her, knowing what you know now?
Man, I would have to sit her down for a chat. Okay, just chill, first of all, but I would want to tell her that you have tremendous strength. You don't even know how strong you are. You don't even know how capable you are, how independent you can be. I have, proven myself strong so many times that now I know it. At 34, I know now that I'm strong. 18-year-old, no. I didn't know that. I was very lost. I was feeling very weak and very much wanting to please people, other people, because it helped with my own validation and sense of self-worth. And now I see that the most important thing to do is please myself and make sure that I'm okay, So yeah, I would just really want to tell her, you're strong, you're tough. And believe it or not, one day you're going to have your own house. You're going to be supporting 2 kids on your own with your own business. Okay? Yes. Okay. Yes. Right. All of that. 18-year-old me would not have believed that.
No.
I would not have believed that, So, but yeah, everything is possible if you believe and you know how strong you are. You trust yourself. You depend on yourself. So, yeah.
Absolutely. So this is obviously called the Glow Interviews. I chose that because I wanted to talk about light. We're living in a very dark time and I wanted to bring some light into people's lives. So what lights you up, Jess? What makes you smile? What makes you feel positive? What's your go-to for light?
I like comedy shows. I mean, that I feel like laughter is a natural booster. So I like to kind of laugh and stuff. But honestly, what lights me up, what makes me feel hope is generosity. When I see people being nice to other people, the kindness of their heart, when I see people holding doors open for other people or letting people go forward in lines, that is so encouraging and so positive to where I'm naturally the type of person that wants to do that. I'll naturally, if I see somebody behind me, they have less stuff. Do you want to go ahead? And things like that. I don't know. It just, generosity is something that is, it's not really thought of as that big of a deal, that big of a thing, but actually generosity goes such a long way. Again, it's with that ripple effect. If you pay for somebody's coffee, you know, behind you in line, that makes them feel better about their day, and they want to do something nice to make somebody else feel better, and so on and so forth. So just really lights me up when I see people being nice to other people.
Absolutely, because Lord knows there's enough flipping fear in the world right now, right?
Yes. Yes.
I know. We both know that one. We have lots of that. We know this to be true.
It's so easy to be mean, like, and to be rude and nasty right now with everything that's going on in the world. It really is. And, you know, I've definitely myself been there and snapped on people and felt bad about it later. But, you know, we just got to all remember that we're in this together. No matter what side we're on, no matter what our belief systems are or any of that, we are on this planet together. We all have to coexist. And
Absolutely.
so, yeah.
Bless you. Final question. What is the one thing that people misunderstand about what you do that you would like to kind of put them right while you have this platform?
Girl, shots fired. Okay. Okay, first of all, that we're not devil worshippers. That would be first. Okay, first. I don't ever necessarily believe in an actual devil, but that's just a whole other thing. I feel like what, you know, would be the most misunderstood thing is that, you know, we're not all devil worshippers. We're not all evil. Most of us are not all witches. Not that being a witch is a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. But I feel like it's just the misconceptions, the generalizations that people have about psychics and people who can see the future. I mean, I didn't ask for this, you know. And one of the things is too, like, I've spent like my whole life trying to convince myself that I'm not crazy. I'm not going to sit here and convince you of that either. You're either going to have your opinion of me that you feel or not. So, you know, I feel like I don't know, this is a very, like, question. You really saved the best one for last.
Of course.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I just would like people to know that at the end of the day, we work with what we got. We make the best of our own situations. You know, we're not crazy. We're not nuts. We're just regular people that are just a little special, a little extra to us, you know? So that's a good question. It really is.
Well, I like to put a little bit of spice in there, babe. You know that one. So how can people reach out and contact you? Give you your contact details. How can they find you? Where are you?
Well, I am on Instagram, and that is the.moody.tarot on Instagram, yes. And then I'm on YouTube, of course, which is the Moody Tarot. I believe I'm the only Moody Tarot out there. And then my email is jessicamilo02@gmail.com. Yeah, I offer all kinds of things, and, you know, life coaching, the tarot readings, you know, the bath salts and the candles, and, you know, it just everything I offer. So yeah, you know, I would love if more people could reach out and we could all grow and ascend together, because that's really what it's about, you know, strength in numbers.
Oh, definitely, definitely. And it's been an absolute pleasure chatting with you today. It really has. I feel like we've all learned something here today, and then hopefully we've all had lots of reasons to smile and feel a bit more hopeful. You know, it's those, I think ideas are great, but those concrete things that we can actually start to do in our own lives, that's how we start to make the world better. So, and you've definitely given us some of those today. So thank you, Jess. You're an absolute star. And like I say, all her contact details will be in the description box down here, so go and check her out. She's amazing. But Jess, thank you so much, darling. I appreciate you so much and love you. You're an absolute star. And yeah, this has been the Glow interview, and I look forward to seeing you guys next one. Take care. Bye. Bye, darling. Let's start now. And how do I stop record? There you go. Stop.